Hey guys, what's up? Roshi is here. This is the final version of the list I was running for my Vodakhan ramp deck. I was able to take this bad boy and get 7 wins. And then on my first run, when I was still tuning the deck, I got about 5 wins. Yep, it's pretty straightforward. We are just ramping into Vodakhan. So this is a Vodakhan deck. We're prioritizing like a lot of early drops that give us power to hopefully get us into spaghetti mode really fast and get to the point where Vodakhan is super good. Some highlights just for anyone playing this deck. When Vodakhan's in play, you're able to draw power cards using stuff like Find the Way, Conspire, Enter the Monastery, Reclaim, or just standard card draw, like stuff like Distillation or whatever. And Wrath of Caiaphas is excellent as well. And those cards will have Destiny and come into play for free. So ideally what we're looking to do is either jam Vodakhan into play on like turn 4 or 5, and hopefully they don't have an answer for it. Or we sandbag Vodakhan and we play a bunch of ramp, and then when we get a chance, maybe we combo off with like a Voice of the Speaker or a Martial Ironthorn or a Mystic Ascendant can all pop off pretty hard. And if you have any of those in play, now your Vodakhan is like doubling up or drawing extra cards or going even harder. And then from that point, even if they deal with your Vodakhan, you're going to be so far ahead on power that it's going to be hard to lose. We've got some crazy win cons like Pit of Lenecta, Martyr's Chains, Plating, Burden, Sword of Unity, and good old The Great Parliament. All epic ways to win the game once you're ahead. If you don't just beat them down with a big Vodakhan. If they are able to pop the Aegis, sometimes you control them pretty hard by just giving your entire team Aegis again. And Vodakhan having Aegis is just absolutely disgusting. We'll go with that. As for just like other sub-themes, like Grodov Stranger draws cards, Vanguard draws cards, Marshall, Ixtal, and Braun will help get you through the mid-game. In this format, removal isn't as good. You're looking for things with Ambush or Killer. So we've got Sieve, Scorpion Wasp, and Twilight Hunt as ways to kind of give things killer and interact with our opponent in ways that get around Aegis. So that's kind of what we're looking for here. Another option is you can choose to not play From Beyond and then swap the banners out for insignias. But functionally it's going to be pretty similar. You might end up with like some different draws, but one of the things From Beyond gives you is an extra way of making sure you don't deck out. This deck can go pretty hard on the card draw, and not decking out is great. Maeve is also just fantastic as a card that both keeps us from decking out, gives us inevitability by just buffing a bunch of crap and putting it in our deck, and drawing spells. So that's pretty good. I was able to get away with just having Grodov Stranger as a way to keep myself from decking. In most of the video, you'll see that I don't even have Maeve in the deck. But as the games went on, I was just looking for more things that like drew me cards efficiently and kept me from dying. Functionally, Banner is going to do the same thing as Insignia when Vodakhan is in play. It just might make your starting hands a little less good. That aside, deck's pretty chill. There's certainly, it's a commander deck, so you can certainly swap things out to your liking. I'm like a pretty big fan of Eager Offering as just an early way to like fill up my hand. I guess another flex card, Send an Envoy, is a pretty great way of dealing with flyers and also ramping you. You could potentially play Nash instead. I'll leave that up to you. There's certainly a lot of other options. I would just keep in mind that there's certain things in this format that aren't as good as others. So, for example, anything that requires to target your opponent's face, you probably just skip doing that. It's really hard to pop Aegis in our Kellers. We can do it, That's not to say we can't, but I don't know if it's worth doing. Other things are just like, if you have any just straight 1-for-1 removal that requires your opponent's unit to not have Aegis, that can be pretty rough. Other cards that I was told to run, but I just chose not to. You could play Arene Scepter if you wanted to. I don't see much value in this, but you could do it. I prefer to have things that kind of like razzle-dazzle on the board, but maybe you want this just to turn off your opponent's spells and like you're getting into grindy mid-range battles, but I honestly don't think it's needed, so leave that up to you. Deck's pretty simple. I guess I can show quick proof that I'm doing pretty well in the event here. Here's my match history. Just cruising through. We got 2 losses for 20 wins. I don't know if it'll actually let me go into the event page without starting another one. It will. So right now on the leaderboard, I am rank 8 with 26 wins. And 6 losses. So really insane runs. So if I continue at the rate I'm at, I'm projected to maybe lose another 5 or 6 games, maybe 7 or 8 games, and have like a whole big stack of W's. So kinda sitting pretty. I probably don't even need to finish out my runs to get into the, you know, the primo devours here. But yeah, guys, that's all for the video. If you're not subscribed to me, I would appreciate a subscribe. I'm trying to hit YouTube Partner, which requires 1,000 YouTube subscribers, which is a pretty big number. I'm over halfway there, getting into the 3/4 of the way there, honestly. And I would appreciate that. Also, if you're not in my Discord, go ahead and hop in there. Links down below. Best place to talk to me when I'm not live or, you know, not in the comments of my videos. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy.